Connie Ten Boom. I was watching this video where she was talking about this glove, and I was just watching her. She's on this stage in this church, is smiling and looking at the crowd, and she was just radiating like God's joy. And I realized, wow, what an amazing woman she is, and something we could all learn. I mean, through everything she went through everything that she's been through, not once did she blame God or say, but God, I did all of this for you. Look at what I've lost. Instead, she just radiates God's love, and she is such a beautiful person to look to, that even through persecution and through everything that she went through, she is still standing and she is still just praising God every step of the way. And I think that is something really beautiful that we could all learn from Connie Ten Boom. And I think that her story will always remain timeless because of her courage in her faith and her love for God, and her just being so humble and beautiful about everything. I think that is what makes the story of her family so beautiful, was what they all went through, but how the more they went through, the closer they came to God, the more they just radiated God's love and beauty around them. I mean, her brother was a beautiful example. Her two sisters, Nolly and Betsy, and her father, what an amazing man he was. It must have been such a joy to have known him. So yeah, if you have read the book The Hiding Place, it is really such a good book, and it talks so much about her family. And then she's got a second book also called In My Father's House. That is really a beautiful book to read, In My Father's House, because it describes a lot more of her aunts and her family in that time. So if you haven't read Connie Ten Boom's book In My Father's House, definitely do read it. It fills in a lot of gaps of like her mom and her dad, how they met, how they came to be. That was I really enjoyed that book. It even talks about Connie Ten Boom's dad, her grandfather, and what awesome man of God he was also. And the fact that before they even lived in their house, Connie Ten Boom's grandfather used to have prayer meetings at that same house, praying also for the Jews and for God's chosen people. So I found that amazing, that way before World War II and before the concentration camps or anything was even an idea, her grandfather was actually already praying. So that was just beautiful. That house was just obviously just filled with God's prayer and presence. So if you have read Connie Ten Boom's book, The Hiding Place, look for the book. I got it from our local library. The book is In My Father's House. It talks about her grandfather in there. It talks about her dad and her mum and her aunts. And yeah, it was just a really beautiful book to read. So I also watched this video of Connie Ten Boom. You could see she was already quite elderly, and she was just talking about how sometimes she feels like this glove, and she shows this glove that she has, and she says that a glove is nothing. There's nothing a glove can actually do. It's just an empty space until you put a hand in the glove, and then the glove can do anything. It can play piano, it can cook, it can do different things. And the way she said, we are like this glove until God comes into our life, and then we can do anything. And I thought that was just such a beautiful example to show. So, yep, definitely, if you haven't read the book of Connie Ten Boom, The Hiding Place, but also In My Father's House, it was really such a beautiful book, and it's an encouraging book. I find her whole family's faith just really something beautiful and something that we can all aspire to. You know, just the way they loved God was really amazing. So, yeah. Hello to everyone. Hi. Hi. Thank you so much for coming on. I just really saw this beautiful video of Connie Ten Boom, and I was like, she is such an awesome an amazing, strong woman, and her love for God is something to admire. So thank you everyone who came on, and I hope that you have a fantastic, beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye.